Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into today's video. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Crossing the Line, and I hope she goes to jail. Greta Thunberg charged for disobeying police after blocking oil tankers in Sweden. I highly doubt she'll go to jail because she's seen this left, I don't know, archangel or edifice or something like that. She's just blown up person that we should be listening to, and is a world leader, I've seen people refer to her as. This autistic teenager who has no idea how the world works, who grew up in a massive amount of wealth with her family, seems to be flown around the world doing all these sorts of protests, and absolutely loves making a scene and pretending to get arrested. But hopefully here in Sweden she will get charged and go to prison, which I doubt. I mean, come on. I can't see that happening, can you? The WEF wouldn't let that happen, would they? Greta Thunberg charged for disobeying police order after blocking oil tankers in Sweden. The Swedish climate activist has been charged for disobeying law enforcement. The Swedish prosecutors have charged Greta with Thunberg with disobedience to law enforcement in connection with the climate protests in Malmö last month. The activists detained with others as they stopped traffic at the oil terminal for the port of Malmö on the 19th of June. Local newspaper Sydvenskan, I don't know, reports a short statement by Swedish prosecutors on Wednesday to a young woman. She was charged with disobedience because she refused to comply with police orders to leave the scene during the protests. The statement did not identify the woman. The Swedish Prosecution Authority spokeswoman Annika Colin confirmed that it was Greta. What punishment could Greta face? Whatever the word is, skivitski, so that the 20-year-old Swedish activist could be called for trial in the end of the July. Prosecutor Charlotte Ottosson told the told the paper that the crime of disobedience is typically punishable with fines. Greta media didn't immediately answer a request for comment. Greta Thunberg inspired a globalist youth movement demanding stronger efforts to fight climate change after staging weekly protests outside of Swedish Parliament starting in 2018. What happened in Malmö? Starting on June 15th, climate activists staged a multi-day protest in Malmö's port, led by the group of Tartikva's Farmatikin Take Back the Future protesters physically blocked oil tankers in the harbour. I mean, if there's any time to test your brakes out now, it's not now. Come on. I mean, I know that oil tanker can run over those goddamn non-binary looking autistic people really easily. Why don't you just do it? I mean, how much... You're probably causing more CO2 emissions by making the truck sit there idling than letting it get to its destination. But you know, the climate crisis is already a matter of life and death for countless people, Greta tweeted during the protests. We choose not to be bystanders and instead physically stop the fossil fuels infrastructure. We're reclaiming the future. I wonder if these people all have mobile phones. Well, they're getting photos taken. I'm sure she's got a... So they're pro-slavery. That uses CO2. How much CO2 emissions are made by just buying a cell phone, or oil in that paint, oil in that writing paper there, so they cut down trees. I'm sure that thing doesn't look like it uses shampoo. It looks like it just, I don't know, rolls in dust or something. Who knows? Maybe it's like a chinchilla. I don't know. But they use clothing. I'm sure they have cars, they have buses, they have trains that they use, all of which use CO2. And blocking traffic and causing the traffic to sit there and idle makes more CO2. Hypocritical idiots, really, basically. Children that should have their parents telling them to stop this nonsense and actually learn something. How about they get out there and use their time and effort to create something that would stop CO2 or reuse CO2, draw it in from the atmosphere? Maybe that's what we should be pushing forward as a human race, is to reuse CO2 and build things like build stuff out of it, use carbon, and basically use the main natural resource in the planet for something. I don't know. Capture carbon initiatives would be a fantastic idea. Blocking traffic and complaining about oil is the dumbest thing you could possibly do. And gluing yourself to the road like a lot of these protesters do is hilarious. I mean, I do enjoy watching them getting chipped out of the road and dragged off, and then they just get left on the street while they've got a giant chunk of bitumen glued to their hand. Police don't even arrest them anymore. They just go, there you go, you're out of the way now. And they go, oh, but you have to come and take this glue off me. And I'm like, no, we don't. That sounds like a fucking you problem, bro. The climate crisis are already blah, blah, blah. When the protesters were ordered to move allowed vehicles past, Greta was among those who refused. She was then dragged away by police. Earlier in the year, climate activists were briefly detained by police in Oslo during a protest against wind farms built on indigenous land in Norway. See, that's what I don't get is they're building wind farms, which is what you want, which is what you promote. Greta Thunberg, you promote wind farms. And then you go and protest building of wind farms. You see how we're trying to wrap our heads around your idiotic ideas that don't make any sense? She was then also detained during the protests against the demolition of a coal village of the Lutzvarian in Germany in January. That was when she pretended to get arrested by German authorities. She is going to be in the news forever when she gets to our age and when she becomes some sort of mass political movement, which I guarantee you they will push for her. I wouldn't be surprised if she goes and does prison time, because you get a bit of street cred doing prison time, like Nelson Mandela, things like that, you know. I doubt she'll go to prison for this, but it would be interesting to see anyway. Would she go to prison in Sweden? That would basically be a holiday. We've seen Swedish prisons and places like that. They're not the most egregious places on earth. I've stayed in hotels that are worse than that. Mining camps are worse than that. So if she goes to prison for 6 months, I'm sure it won't affect her. It would actually probably give her a lot of street cred and a lot of bonus points, brownie points or carbon emission points, as she might put it. But I don't know. The autistic little tard is very fun to listen to anyway. It's faking getting arrested half the time. I mean, look at the smugness on that face. Like, oh my God, these unwashed hippies. Oh, they got a token black guy. That's good. That's good. They got a token black guy. I don't know where the hell they found him in Sweden. Maybe he's maybe he's an immigrant. I don't know. But all these kids should be in school, learning about actual real world problems, like, I don't know, anything else. But I thought Greta said we were supposed to be all drowned under the ocean by now. Maybe she was a little off with her predictions. Maybe she doesn't know what she's talking about. And she seems to be quite smug every time she's in a photo. I don't know about you, but look, yeah, smug bitch. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.